Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Tapio Zimamba, also known as the Fitness Doctor, and your boy
Danny.
I think we're gonna have to get used to that. Eh? Do you have a nickname, Dan?
No, it's just Danny.
Just Danny.
Yeah.
All right, so it's your boy Tapio Zimamba and your boy just Danny. Yeah, but anyway, it's another episode of the Next Level podcast where we're gonna be talking all things to do with growth, be it spiritual, emotional, mental, and even physical, Even physical. Today we said we are not letting the guns out, we're hiding the guns,
Yeah, we're hiding the guns.
Yeah, we're hiding the guns, guys. Yeah. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about the power of the tongue, guys. The power of the tongue. Such an amazing topic. Why? Because literally life and death lie in the power of the tongue. What do you think about the power of the tongue? What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about the power of the tongue?
How words can affect your life. That's the way I think of it. You know, I like to keep myself around people who speak positively, and I speak positively of myself as well. I believe that's the best stimulation for growth, because positivity, you know, it helps you to go forward. You know, you fear risks less. You know, you get the courage to go after opportunities as you like hype yourself up. I'll put it that way. Yeah, you can use positivity to hype yourself up and chase after your goals. But negativity now, it'll always bring you down. Whether you're speaking it over yourself or over others, you could like demotivate others from chasing what they want to pursue because of your negativity. You get it?
Okay. Because of your negativity, because of my negativity, I can stop you from chasing what it is that you need to chase.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we should not only be careful about what we say to ourselves, but what we say to other people, about other people using our tongues. Like that's really powerful. And you see, what I get from the tongue is like I don't know if you guys used to watch these spelling series, like where they've got a wand. I'm sure all of us watched Harry Potter, like where he's got a wand and he just says something, then the thing comes to being. I believe this is like our mouth is a wand, like, and whether it becomes a bad spell, what would they call it? The dark spells. They say there's a good spell and the dark spell, or something like that. Okay, but anyway, whether it becomes a dark spell or a good spell is dependent on how you use your tongue. A lot of us are spelling ourselves in the bad ways. Why? Because of the things we repeatedly say to ourselves. And you see, there's power in spoken word. Like even in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. He says, "Let there be." Let there be. God was speaking things into existence. Like even when people go to witch doctors, they're told, repeat this. Kuti, whatever, this person is going to die, this person is going to die, this person is going to die. They're told to repeat things with their mouth. Why? Because they've noticed the power of the tongue. Your tongue is very powerful, and be very careful what you say to yourself or to others. Why? Because it can literally make or break someone. You see, I've noticed their parents who will say, this boy is a thief, and he's always a thief. And most of the time, they grow up to be the biggest thieves of all time. Yeah. And the tongue has got a lot of power, eh?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, so and we should change. We control what we say to ourselves. Like I've heard someone say, as much as you can think it, make sure you don't vocalize it if it's something that's bad or something that's not good for you. The moment you vocalize it, you put it into manifestation. The moment you vocalize it, you put it into action. Like you're just putting that jump start that I now want this to happen. I'm one person who speaks positive about where I am and what I do. As much as the situation is not saying that, but I always choose to speak positive because you see, specifically from where we're recording from in Zimbabwe, there's this thing that when you ask people, how are you doing? Their first inclination is to say, pakaipa, which means things are tough, or as kipi, which means things are tough. We've gotten so many terms to say things are tough, eh? Of which you'll notice the situation in Zimbabwe, for some people, the pakaipa crew, it keeps on getting harder and harder, eh? Yeah. How have you seen the influence of words in your life? Like, are you a person who speaks positive to yourself first?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what's gotten you to speak positive in your life?
Well, my mother's always had this saying: if you've got nothing good to say, don't speak at all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Shout out to Danny's mom. Hey, yeah, I know. We appreciate you there.
indeed,
Yeah.
right. So whenever you have like a negative thought, there's no need for you to like say it because you don't want to speak it into like existence, like you're saying. Hey? So I've always preferred to speak positive over myself and over the people I care about, basically anybody really, because I do unto others as I'd like them to do unto me. So I'm not going to speak bad about someone because I don't want to be spoken bad about, especially in a way that's going to affect my life. So when I'm chasing my goals, I'm telling myself, oh no, I'm not going to try and do this, but I'm going to do this.
Aish. Yeah, I was a victim to the try mentality. Because the moment you say you want to try, you're putting room for you failure. You're putting room for you not being able to do that, right?
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, but yeah.
No, 100%. I agree.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I was going with that. We don't want to leave room for failure because when you speak failure into existence, when you leave that opportunity for failure to come in, it's going to.
Aish, bro, like when you say that, like I just met someone a few minutes ago and I was like, so you're now based in SA. Then they were like, yeah, it's just that there's something I'm applying for. If that fails, then I come back. Do you know, in my mind, I was just like, then that thing is definitely going to fail. Why? Because if you really want it so much, there should be no room for failure. And you should not utter things that, like, if it fails, if this happens, like, attack everything head on and speak positive, speak good things about your life, about the things that are possible in your life head on. Like, speak positive to yourself, man, because you see, sometimes I can be very nice to Danny, but the things that I say to myself are the nastiest things. I was talking to someone and saying, as much as you are cautious about the conversations you have with people, be equally cautious about the conversations you have with yourself. Because we are our biggest critics, like we're our biggest imposters, like we're our biggest haters. You don't need to look for haters around. I want you to touch your chest and say, I'm my biggest hater. Because have you ever heard the things that you say to yourself sometimes?
Yes, we can be very cruel to ourselves. Yeah.
Yet we take care of everyone else outside.
Yeah.
But like it's a funny thing. I'm gonna digress a bit, but it's a funny thing. Someone was saying, have you ever noticed how we care so much about other people, yet we don't care so much about ourselves? And they made an example. They were like, if you were to hear your girlfriend is coming over or your mom is coming over, and you're living in a mess, you quickly clean up.
Yeah.
So that they can find the environment well. But why did you just not clean up for yourself?
Yeah, you are coming home.
Yeah, you are coming home, but it's okay. So you are coming home to a mess each and every day. Some of us are coming home to a mental mess each and every day. You are cleaning up your tongue for everyone else, but you're not cleaning it up for yourself. So we need you to sit down. We all need to sit down and think of the things that we're saying to ourselves, because life and death lie in the power of the tongue.
Yeah, you have to speak good over yourself, and with those words, it has to be backed by faith.
Yeah. Backed by faith, eh? I think we're going to have that topic for another day. Backed by faith. That's a serious one. So this is a video to all people and all parents and all young Zimbabweans, hey? Like, guys, as much as the situation can look like it's bad, because you see, in the same country, we've got people that are driving humongous cars.
Yeah.
So as much as you can say you're struggling, there are people who are doing very well. So it's just going to be that one act each and every day of saying something positive about your life. How's your day going? My day is going great. Even if you haven't seen greatness in your day, you already have put greatness in front of you. Like, I remember listening to this sermon by Joyce Meyer where she was saying, literally each and every day I wake up, I tell myself, this is going to be the best day of my life. This is going to be the best day of my life. And guess what? All the days of her life have been the best days of her life. Do you get what I mean? So we need to speak things into existence. We need to speak positive things upon our life. We need to use our mouths wisely. And as we close, I'm going to say your mouth is a wand. And how whatever spell you put with that wand, good or bad, is up to you. Because at the end of the day, you're the one who holds the wand. If you decide to tell yourself you're broke, you're going to stay broke. You're going to drown in filth of broke. You're going to drown in poverty. But if you constantly affirm that you're rich, as much as you may not be there, but it will start attracting things that will want to match up to the story. Because God wants to match up to the story that we say about ourselves. If you are saying you're a liar, He's going to find things to match up to you being a liar. So speak positive upon your life. Like, we hear statements like Mjolo the pandemic. If you're going to constantly say Mjolo the pandemic, it's going to constantly be a pandemic upon your life. You're going to struggle in relationships. You're going to struggle getting married. Why? Because this is something that you're constantly affirming each and every day. So I remember this statement by Bruce Lee. He was saying, the problem is that your mind does not know whether you're joking or whether you're serious. So if you say the pandemic and you laugh about it, your mind doesn't know that was a joke. Your mind is just going to act on Mjolo being a pandemic so that it can affirm the story that you've been telling yourself about relationships, about marriages, about all of this. So let us be careful what we say with our mouths. Why? Because life and death lie in the power of the tongue. Any last words from you, Danny?
Stay positive, guys.
Yeah. Stay positive. And always remember, another day, another opportunity to level up. Let's go.